Hi, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Big Champ Timo of the Big Champs Show. It gives me so much pleasure. Okoya ndio ngataka kigambo the Big Champs Show kubanga basinga ko mutegerede. Naye let me tell you one fun fact about myself. If you're meeting me for the first time, maybe I love kids, I love children. Baze bambuza bachali bangu bachimanyi nti njala nnyo abaana abato. Yes, because abaana abato balina ekyenjawulo kye baliko nti they are very honest. Tebalimba, they don't fake life. If a kid says I love you, they mean it. If they say I hate you, and surely bwata kwagala irajja kugamba sikwagala, uncle oli simwagala, and they'll have their reasons. Maybe that explains why sometimes omwana omuto bawa obujulizi mu court if they testify against or for anyone in court. Obujulizi butwalibwa because they're very honest. Kati for mu Big Champs Show, because of my personal passion and love and adoration for kids, tuwanjuddewo segment empya gye tuyise the little big champs. Nze big champ. Ne waliwo the little big champs. Baana bato mu myaka, bampi mu size, batini mu mubiri, nenga they are big champions, Yeah, they are very little, but they have very big heads on their bodies because they think big, they dream big, and if given a platform, these kids can really speak. So, eno segment njagala kunyumire gw'omuzadde, gw'omusomesa, gw'omwana yennyini. Nawe yennyini andaba ng'oyina muto wo, oyina cousin wo, obanga oyina mukwano gw'omuto. I don't know if parents and stakeholders take some time to talk to your children, to talk to those kids. Nga bali ewaka, bakomera okukola homework. I mean, find time and talk to them. They are very interesting and they have very, very interesting stories. Those stories are going to be coming through live here on the Big Champs Show. Nange Big Champ Timo. Tugenda kuba tuzibaleta. Tugenda abaana ab'enjawulo. Tugenda kujja masomero gammwe tubakyalire. Tunyweko n'abaana bammweyo. Ate tongera okulaba nga tukwatagana fena. So, on our maiden show tonight, ndi wano n'omukulu. Omukulu ono, mukwano gwange bamukuba nsumbwa ku kyalo bano abaana bano boolaba. Bansumbwira ddala. Naye nga genda kubabuuzaako sebutula bungi. Not up like that. Want to lean? Okay. So, bamukuba wano sebu ku kyalo bano abaana batigomeza ddala abantu. But, njatunyume mukono omwana ono because tuli mu kiseera kya kuza abaana ku masomero g'omuzadde awerera. Oba gw'omwana gwawererwa kyemanyi tulinayo weekend game abaana badde okusomero. In fact, early schools batandise nadde okuzza abaana ku masomero. Sawa yeno. Sawa ekiseera kyekino. So omukulu agenda benje tugenda nyumya ku nsonga ez'enjawulo naye nga one of our biggest topics that I want us to talk about is why at such a time some kids really have big fears about going back to school. What happens at school kye tutamanyi? Baba batyayo ki? Si bonna nti batyayo, but some of them really fear. Nemugamba munaye sawa yakuddayo okusomero. They don't want to wake up, They cry in the morning. Sometimes they even hide their stockings and shoes because tebagala kudda ku ssomero. So we are going to have that conversation with this young man. Agenda soka beyanjulira awulire erinnya lye nze soka obuze ku bantu.
Wasize mutya? My name is Oloka Mark. I learn from the Bright Day and Boarding School.
Oloka Mark for you from Bright Day and Boarding School. Did you say Wasize mutya? How would they say Wasize mutya in English? Mark.
How did you sleep this night?
Okay, at a scale of 10, how would you rate your Luganda? Out of 10. Do you think your Luganda is 10 out of 10?
Don't know what you're meaning.
Okay, now, if your Luganda, the Luganda that we speak right now, the Luganda that you know, if you're a teacher and you're marking yourself, would you give yourself 10 out of 10?
No.
How many would you give it yourself?
8 out of 10.
Oh, so you know Luganda very well, that you can even score 8 out of 10 in it if it was a subject?
Yes.
Really?
I know how to score it, but I don't know how to speak it very well.
Oh, so you don't speak. What's your favorite statement in Luganda? You have any? Okay, if somebody tells you, Mark, I want you to repeat after me. You ready? Say these words, yeah? Amazzi gakulukutira gye gaali gakulukutidde. One more time. Amazzi gakulukutira gye gaali gakulukutidde.
Amazzi gakutirira gye gaali gakutulidde.
So, what's your best language right now as we speak?
English.
So, do you want us to use English for this interview? Or what we say Luganda? What we mix?
English.
Strictly English. You trust my English? Really? Oh, okay. So, Mark, I don't know, have you heard about kids and children and learners that have fears about going back to school after holiday?
Yes.
What do you think causes that? Let me start with you. Are you yourself scared to go back to school?
No, I'm not scared.
You're not? Why aren't you scared?
Because if I want to, I'm not scared because I want to study for my future.
Oh, study for your future. What do you want to be after school? What are you studying to become?
A doctor.
Which doctor? Which doctor? Surgeon? An optician? Do you know an optician?
Yes.
What does he do?
I think he takes care of people's eyes.
Oh, how about a surgeon?
A surgeon operates people.
Operates people. So you want to become a doctor like who? Who is your role doctor? Your role model doctor?
A doctor who takes care of a patient.
Okay, that's a general doctor. Now I'm asking, do you have any doctor that you admire, that you look up to?
No.
Like as a role model?
No.
Because me, I admire some people and I know their names and they inspire me to do what I do. Now, who inspires in your life? You as Mark.
What's the meaning?
Meaning of inspiring? The meaning of inspiring, if somebody inspires you, it means you admire them and you want to be like them. That means they inspire you.
I don't think I have anyone.
Really? Not even your dad? Doesn't inspire you? It doesn't? How about your mom?
No, I'm not a woman.
No. You can't even be inspired by the first lady of Uganda. Do you know her name?
No.
You don't know the first lady of Uganda?
No.
Do you know the president of Uganda?
Yes.
What's his name?
His Excellency P.7.
Okay, good. Now, do you know the name of his wife? What's her name?
Her Excellency P.7.
Now, do you know the meaning of the word first lady?
I think it means the first woman to get married to the president.
Yeah, the president's wife, not necessarily the first. Because after you P.7, the next president that we shall have will also have a first lady, you know. So a wife to a president is what we call a first lady, is who we call a first lady. Is that okay? So you see, you can even be inspired by a woman who is a first lady. Like so is the president of Uganda right now.
Honorable Robin and Aban.
Do you admire her?
No.
Why? Not in a bad way. I'm not saying that you should marry her. No. Do you admire her? Like, do you think she does good? Maybe her car, maybe her lifestyle, maybe her English.
She does good.
But you don't admire her. Now, who do you admire in your life?
No one.
No one. Okay, I want you to think about 20 years from now when you are a grown-up man. Yeah? What kind of man are you going to make?
Money.
What kind of man are you going to become?
A businessman.
Businessman? Yet you're going to be a doctor. You're going to do two things.
Okay, I'm not very sure. I think I'm gonna be a doctor.
That's what you want. But you can be a doctor as well as a businessman that does other businesses. You're a doctor, Amanda. It's also possible, not so?
Business is those things. Other jobs.
Yeah, other jobs besides the profession that you went to school for.
That means I can also be an engineer at the same time as a doctor.
No, those are professions. Because for you to become an engineer, you have to go and study. Maybe 5 years, I think 6 years. Then a doctor, you still have to study. But I'm talking about casual jobs. You can be a doctor as well as maybe a shop, not a shop attendant, as well as, let me see, as a TV presenter. You can be a doctor as well as a teacher. You can be a doctor as well as I thought
that when you're being a teacher, you have to also learn how to be a teacher.
Yes, extremely so. Yeah. But you can still do two things at the same time. I've seen so many teachers that started as teachers in secondary schools. They later studied, upgraded with books. They became lecturers. They became doctors, and some of them even go up to hospitals and treat people. So it's very possible. But for some professions, you to merge them, because if you want to become an engineer, that means you have to start from A level with your combination And the combination that makes you an engineer is different from the combination that makes you a doctor. You understand?
That means now what should I do?
If you're a doctor
and also an engineer.
If you want to become a doctor and an engineer at the same time, it's just okay. It's impossible. In any case, it's possible. It would be hectic because an engineer does physics and mathematics. Those are the main subjects. A doctor does biology, chemistry, and mathematics at secondary school, A level. So then you go to the university. Now imagine if you have done biology, physics, and chemistry, and decide to become a doctor. After being a doctor, if you want to be an engineer at the same time, you have to go back to secondary, A level, and this time you study physics and mathematics.
Yes.
You see how it will be hard?
Again, I have to go back to school.
Yes, because the combinations take you to different channels.
I thought that you have to learn from where the workplace is.
No. If you want to do two major professions at the same time, that's impossible. Yeah. So, you were still telling me about kids. Do you believe in teachers caning learners if they misbehave? Do you love it when teachers cane?
No.
Why?
Because it makes us feel pain.
Oh, it makes you feel pain. But you've misbehaved. What do you want to be done to you after misbehaving? Celebrate you and clap for you?
No.
Okay, now what should teachers do if you misbehave at school?
I find something else other than caning.
Like what exactly? For example, if you had been a teacher, what would you do? What other option would you have other than caning?
Just send you back to your home.
Well, that's a big punishment because if you send a kid back home, that means they're going to miss having classes, and they'll perform poorly at the end of the day. So I believe in a punishment that doesn't allow a child miss class.
Or else they take you out of the classroom.
Same thing. When I take you out of class, that means that you're going to leave your colleagues learning and you'll be missing.
But that's how you wanted. You wanted to misbehave.
So you believe that they should be taking any punishment that is given to them? When was the last time that you caned at school?
Last year.
What had you done?
I can't remember the last time.
What had you done?
I don't know, but I can't remember the last time.
Okay, you can decide. You need to be in frame. Okay, now do you think sometimes because of those punishments that teachers give to kids, do you think sometimes that is the reason why many of them fear going back to school?
Maybe.
Do you have friends that fear going back to school?
I'm not sure they fear, but they just don't want
to go to school. Why?
Because what? Some of them are tired already of learning.
In which class?
In the same class with me.
P7, P6 in fact, because last year we were in P6. Can someone feel tired of school in P6?
Yes, they have already got tired.
Why are they tired?
Even they did not come for holiday studies.
Why? What makes them really tired?
I also don't know.
Do you ever speak to them? Are you prefect at school? Why?
They haven't yet elected me.
Would you contest if you had a chance?
Maybe.
Like what post would you vie for? Mess prefect? You know mess prefect?
A what?
A mess prefect.
What's a mess prefect?
Do you know welfare prefect?
No.
Do you know a kitchen prefect? The one that is responsible for the food in the school, food service.
As you call him the food prefect.
Oh, so would you want to... Now, food prefect is the same as mess prefect.
As we said that the food prefect what? Is the one in charge of food. Is the one who what? Tells people to come for lunch.
Okay, now would you want such a post?
Yes.
Yes. Why? Because you get to eat out of food.
No. I also get sometimes to call people.
To call people?
Mm.
You would want to call people for lunch?
Yes.
Oh, really? So, if you had a friend that doesn't want to go back to school this holiday, after this holiday, what message would you give to them? You, assuming you had a microphone and you're addressing so many kids that don't want to go back to school after this holiday, what would you say to them?
I just tell them that if you don't want to come to school, it's your future that you are working for. So if you want to come, your future relies on you. Okay.
Now that's Mark for you. Mark goes to Bright what?
The Bright Day and Boarding School.
Yeah, the Bright Day and Boarding School, and he's one of the kids. He's a very smart kid, by the way. He's very outspoken, very confident. And if you're a parent out there and you'd want us to host your kid, your child, to make them speak like this, to hear from them, to voice their feelings, their innermost opinions, Big Champ Timo is available. My number is in my profile, my account. Please contact me. Talk to me. WhatsApp, send me a WhatsApp. But Mark here is saying that if he had friends in that category, as those that don't want to go back to school after this holiday, he would say to them that if you don't want to, what do you say? If
they don't want to come to school for learning, it's the future that they are working for. Okay. All right. So, Mark, is there any teacher that you think you don't like at school? Is there any teacher that you think you don't like at school? Of course, don't mention their name if they are there. You think there is one that you don't like at school? No. You like all the teachers? Okay, do you think there is one particular teacher that every child doesn't like? For us, we had one who used to teach mathematics, who used to overclaim us, and every kid hated him. So don't you have that one teacher at school that kids don't like? No, we only have one person, another teacher. Oh, don't mention the name. Why isn't he liked? Because he likes beating us. He likes beating, even for no reason. Have you ever heard about kids fighting teachers? Those stories of a kid fought teacher so and so. I only saw that video at university. Okay. At the Makerere University, there was a child fighting a teacher. Has your parent ever annoyed you? No. Don't lie, because you know they are going to watch this video, so they will scold you if you had said yes. No. Your parent has never annoyed you? Like these things of a parent saying something and then you walk out doing that. You've never done that? Oh, really? I don't like doing that. That means you're a good boy, are you? How do you tell? I don't know. Has anyone ever said that you're a good boy? Hey, no one has ever said that to you? Someone. Who? At school. Do you think they lied? I don't know. Do you think you're good? I don't know. No, you can still tell. You can know if you're good or bad. Do you fight at school? Do you ever fight at school? No, I don't know how to fight. Oh, what if one of your classmates provokes you? Like they come, they push you, they tear your book, they provoke. What do you do? Just leave them. Has that ever happened to you? When a kid provokes you at school? And you left them just like that? You report them? I don't like reporting. Really? What's your biggest fear in life as a little boy? The biggest what? Your biggest fear, like, man, I fear this. What do you fear most? Animals. Like what animal? A dog. You fear a dog? What sound does a dog make? A barking sound. Oh, how about a cat?
A purring sound.
What?
A purring sound. It purrs.
It purrs. Like that.
No.
What? How does a cat purr?
Like meowing.
So what sound is it's called? What sound?
Purring.
Aruzunguru abana bannange. So tugamba the cat mews. The cat meows.
That's in cartoons.
In reality, it does what?
It purrs.
How does it purr?
Okay, like it makes that sound.
You make it for me.
Like meowing.
How about a cow?
A cow moos.
How about a goat?
A goat bleats.
How about a sheep?
Also bleats.
How about a snake?
A snake slithers.
Really? Doesn't hiss?
Yes.
What hisses? What animal hisses?
A snake.
Ah, really? Come, you're getting out of the frame. Extend this side. Okay, so Mark, I want to let you go, but before I do, what is it? What give me the longest word you know in English.
The longest word?
Yeah, the longest word you know in English.
Word?
Yeah, word.
It's gonna be kind of hard, but I think the longest word I've ever seen in English is advertisement.
Advertisement? Can you spell it for me?
ADVERTISEMENT.
Oh, okay. You want to ask me some questions before you leave this interview?
No.
Please ask any questions to me. I'm available to answer you. Ask.
I'm okay with the answers.
No, me now. I've asked you. I'm exhausted. Now I want you to ask me a few questions as well that you want to know. Maybe about me, maybe about bigger people than you.
Okay.
Leave the microphone alone.
I need to know how
you look here as you're talking. You need to know how what?
I need to know how some people behave when they are going to go back.
To go back where?
To home.
To home?
Okay, when they are going back home.
From where?
From school.
Of course, they're always excited because you're going back home to oversleep, to meet your parents, especially if you're in boarding. You're excited. And we used to have, Chiromo?
No.
During our times, we'd have Chiromo. Chiromo is the last night you're at school. So we'd break things, we'd break furniture, we'd break basins. If anyone had, pissed you, like annoyed you in the course of the term, Chiromo would be like there to revenge. So it was a very, very, very funny night.
Some people at our school, they use rubber bands.
And do what?
And shoot gadgets.
And shoot what?
Gadgets.
And shoot what?
Gadgets.
What are gadgets?
Even I don't know, that's the word that they told me.
So a rubber band, and then they put a stone inside, or something that can hit.
Okay, they get a paper and they wrap it up. And they get a rubber band, or else they add some things to the paper like stones inside it, and they fold until it looks like it's tight, and then they pull like this and they shoot.
Does it hurt if it hits you?
Yes.
Where would what if it lands in somebody's eye?
I also don't know.
Are you ever part of such games?
No.
Okay.
I've never shot one to a person.
Oh, but has anyone ever shot at you?
Yes.
Oh, really? So that's basically what would happen when we're leaving school for holiday, for home. Yep. Any more questions for me?
That was the question I had.
Are you sure? Just one question. Please ask.
That's the question I had.
Ask me about what my life was at school. Ask me about whether I liked school. About what I studied. Ask me questions.
Where did you study from at university?
University? At the only university in Uganda. The only university in Uganda, guess what?
Is there only one university in Uganda?
Okay, there are so many, but the biggest is Makerere University. And that's where I went to because I'm a big champion, man. I'm a big champion. Big champs got Makerere University. But there are several other universities, yeah. How many do you know?
I only know one.
Yeah, you Makerere? See, I told you. But there is Busitema, there is Nkumba, there is Chambogo, there is Bugema, there is
Gulu University, there is KIU.
I've ever heard of Chambogo University.
What?
Chambogo.
But you need to, don't face that. Face the camera, because this is what we're recording. Okay, I felt like you had another question. Sit properly and face this side. Are you tired of sitting like that? You're getting out of the frame. Extend this side. Okay, so you want to ask any more question about me?
How did you study in your university?
How did I study? How did I study? Normally as other students, but I used to miss lectures a lot. I would dodge lectures so many times.
Lectures?
Yeah, lectures. Now
what are lectures?
You have lessons. When a teacher comes and they teach a lesson, first we call them lectures, at the university.
They're the same?
Yeah, they're the same. Same as what? As primary?
As lessons?
Yeah, they are lessons. In primary and secondary, they call them lessons. At the university, they call them?
Lectures.
Lectures, yes.
Now, what's a lecturer?
A lecturer is a person that delivers a lecture, just like a teacher. So a lecturer is a teacher at the university. We don't call them teachers. We call them lecturers. Yep.
But which secondary school did you learn from?
The mighty Old Kampala SS. Tovi Manga was at Old Kampala SS. I was at Old Kampala SS. One of the oldest schools in Uganda.
From senior 1 until senior 6?
No, I went to Old Kampala in A-level. But for my O-level, I was at a school called St. Francis Senior Secondary School, Busunju. Yeah, Busunju, just in China district here, very near.
Which class did you enter? That new secondary school?
Senior 5, after I had finished senior 4.
That means that you did senior 4 in Old Kampala?
No, I did senior 4 at St. Francis.
St. Francis?
Yes.
And then you went to senior 5?
Then I went to senior 5 at Old Kampala.
Oh, that means St. Francis was the first?
Yeah, in secondary. Remember, in secondary, from senior 1 up to senior 4, that's called O-level. From senior 5 up to senior 6, that's called?
A-level.
A-level, yes. So I was at Old Kampala SS for my A-level. And O-level, St. Francis.
But what's O-level in full?
O stands for ordinary. So it's called ordinary level because it is just ordinary. So that means you have to study so hard for you to finish O-level so that you're not ordinary. If you stop at O-level, you're just an ordinary student. So you need to go up to A-level for you to become an advanced student because A stands for?
Advanced.
Advanced level, yes.
Now my last question is, how old were you when you entered senior 4?
How old was I when I entered senior 4? I think I was between 16 and 17, yeah, around there.
When did you stop learning?
I'm still learning right now. I'm at the university still. I graduated, but I'm still advancing for another, level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean you can learn until?
Yeah, learning never ends. You can, there are several ways of learning. Some of you go to classrooms.
That means there's something that you don't know.
A lot, so many things that you see. You even said some things here during the interview that I didn't know. You said a cat does what?
A cat purrs.
You see, I didn't even know that. But I have a degree. See? So learning never stops. Some people learn from classrooms, others learn from the real world.
The real world?
Yeah, outside here.
There they can learn better than, some are better than us.
Yeah, you know that?
Because they get to see more study purpose things than us. For them, they are always watching the things that are outside. As us, we're just learning. We're just like studying about them, but not seeing the real things. But for them, they're already studying. For them, they just look at them and then they identify some things about it, and then they go to another thing. That means for them, they are ahead of those who are learning in class.
Oh, that's very brilliant of you to think so. Not everyone knows that. Not everyone. People think that learning only takes place during class and in class.
No?
Yeah, but even the people that are outside class learn every day by experience. I'm glad you know that. Who taught you that? Who taught you that?
That what?
That people learn from outside class as well.
There are some children that I see like those children that don't come to school. Sometimes they remain at home.
Okay.
Because of school fees.
And
so that's how they can get the time to revise. They first look for the plant, or maybe they get some money to go on a trip to a farm somewhere. They start reading about the plants, animals, about nature.
Okay, that's nice. That's brilliant.
But they know more about nature than us.
No, because you are enclosed in one room and you never get out.
Yes. We only walk out like going for a short call and also going for other lessons.
Has a teacher ever denied any kid from going out for a short call?
Yes.
What happened?
Many times.
You know, when I was in P3, we had a girl called Tezira. Yeah, she was called Tezira. She was a Mugisu. And I think she wanted to go for a short call. So she came and asked the teacher for permission. Hello, teacher, may I please go out for a short call? The teacher said no. Teacher Mercy, I think it was Teacher Mercy. Tezra went back and sat. She came back later. She asked for a second time. The teacher still said no. She went back and sat. She came back for the third time. Now this time she was dying. The teacher still said no. She went and sat. When she came back for the fourth time, before she could even ask for permission to go out for a short call, she let the susu out from class. You think it's funny? It was okay. It was a bit funny, but it was sad. Don't you think so?
Okay, some are sad and some are funny.
What's funny about that? When somebody is really paining and they can't hold their, urine anymore, and this is a girl child, young as P3, the teacher is saying no constantly.
Were you in P3 by that time?
Yeah, I was in P3, and that's what happened. I was in P3. P3 had so many stories. Once we had a guy called Chinowe Sulaiman. Oh my God, I've said the name. But I need to say this story, bro, on camera. P3 still. Same thing as Tezira's. He wanted to go out for long call this time. The teacher said no. By the time the teacher said yes, go, Chinowe tried to run outside the classroom, and he couldn't hold the pupil any longer. So it came out as he was still in the compound running to the restrooms, yes, to the toilet. I remember in primary, we normally put on shorts. So it splashed all over his legs like this to the shoes. And we even composed a song as classmates. Poo-poo in the short. Is he not good? Oh my God, P3 had said, brother, my God, I've said your name. Now, right now, Chinowe is a father. And he's a CEO of some big company. A very respectable man. And no one knows about this story apart from the kids that went with him to New College Primary School, Busunju. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the little Big Champs. We normally have conversations with these kids, and I believe it is amazing. Go over to YouTube, alabide ku TikTok, alabide ku Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. And in case you have your child, just a phone call away to you realize that they have so many questions, and they are also very amazing in discussions. They're very curious. What does curious mean?
Someone who is so much interested in knowing.
Do you know you're curious?
Many things.
Do you know you're curious?
No.
You're very curious. You ask so many questions, but I'm glad I have the answers, don't I?
But do you know how to connect things on a computer?
Like what things?
Collect any things on a laptop.
Like what things exactly?
Like movies.
Yeah, I do.
What about connecting games?
You mean installing games on a computer? Yeah, sure, I know. You want me to install games for you?
Install games on a new computer.
Yeah, I know. It's just software that you have to install.
Software? But how comes, is it the one that installs other apps?
Now, every application, before it becomes an application, it's a software. So when you put it on a computer and make it happen, make it activated, it becomes an application. Understand? You see, I told you I have so many questions, yet we need to go. Our time is out.
Now I want you to say goodbye to people that are watching the Big Champs show. Tell them you love them. Tell them to keep watching and invite them to bring their kids on the show so we can have interactive conversations. Tell them, talk to them.
Bye. Well, I hope you keep on watching these videos and keep on educating other children about our videos. Keep on educating them about the good things of learning. And to remember that the future is theirs. To become what they want, they have to learn. So, I conclude by saying, contact us and we shall give you the numbers or subscribe. So, keep on watching. Goodbye.
Preach. You're a preacher, by the way. It was amazing having you on the show. My name is Big Champs Timo. This is the Little Big Champs, a new segment under the Big Champs show. Tuchaleta bingi nnyo, temuvaawo, tubagala nnyo. Sizene Mark tugambye nti bye bye. Stay well. See how was it hard? Was it fun?
How come it's still recording?
Because it can't switch itself off. It's me that has to first switch it off.
But it's still recording.
Yeah.